What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about Raphinha, the Leeds United winger. Let me know, do you want Liverpool to sign him? Do you think he's worth the mentioned 30 to 40 million pounds that he would cost for Liverpool to sign him? I think he's a really brilliant, explosive, silky, fast, skillful, great dribbling ability, Brazilian winger, and of course Liverpool already have a big contingent from Brazil. Alisson, Fabinho and Bobby Firmino, all Brazilian internationals playing in the Copa America right now. So let me know in the comments below, do you want Raphinha to sign for Liverpool? Leave a like if you enjoy these transfer news videos. And also today I'm attending the Hungary-France Euros game in a few hours. I'm going to the game, really excited about that. Let me know if you want me to do another vlog of that game. I already uploaded the Hungary-Portugal vlog on my channel yesterday. So Liverpool, according to reports in England, have stolen a march on their rivals in the race to sign Raphinha, because Leeds United has been credited with interest in Harry Wilson. Leeds United are big fans of Harry Wilson. He had a great season at Cardiff. He had an even better season one season ago for Bournemouth in the Premier League. And according to the Mirror newspaper, Leeds United have been interested in Harry Wilson for more than a year now, and Raphinha very much impressed in his debut Premier League campaign for Leeds United, scoring and assisting a combined 15 goals in 30 matches. So he either scores or gets an assist every second game, which is terrific. He was signed from Rennes in the French league by Leeds United for a pretty decent price, and that form by Raphinha has led to rumored interest from Liverpool, but also Man United and Manchester City are also interested in Raphinha, but Liverpool are the most interested. And according to the Mirror newspaper, Liverpool hold an advantage on their rivals because they are willing to give Leeds United Harry Wilson as part of any transfer to sweeten the deal. And Wilson is back at Liverpool following a season on loan at Cardiff City, where he got 7 goals and 11 assists in 37 championship games. And also Harry Wilson is playing for Wales regularly at the Euros, and Wales are about to qualify. I think they are almost certain to qualify to the knockout stages. And last summer, the Mirror credited Leeds as one of several clubs who are scouting and monitoring Harry Wilson. Leeds United are big fans of Harry Wilson, and Liverpool were unwilling to budge on their £20 million valuation of Harry Wilson. No club really paid that, and Harry Wilson was desperate to play for Wales at the Euros, so he went on loan to get regular playing time. He himself said that he wants to play regularly, whether it is at Liverpool or at any other club, and if it's not at Liverpool, then he will go on loan. And maybe now it's time for Harry Wilson to move on to another club where he will be the main man, he will be a regular starter. Raphinha has been subject of course, wide speculation regarding interest from other top clubs. Transfermarkt value Raphinha at just £22.5 million, but after a wonderful debut season with Leeds United in the Premier League, he got 6 goals and 9 assists. He will surely command a bigger transfer fee. So as I said, around 30 to 40 million could be enough for Raphinha to get to Liverpool. And Raphinha is only 24 years old, so he is at the same age when we signed Sadio Mane, Mo Salah, Bobby Firmino and players like that, Diogo Jota as well. He was born in 96 and he was born in Porto Alegre, Brazil. He's 176 centimeters tall, that's 5'9" tall. And yes, he only scored 6 goals in 26 games, but if you watch the Leeds United play, Raphinha was very instrumental and very integral to most of their attack, and he also got 9 assists, which is really super impressive. And if you look at the numbers of players like Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino, they didn't score at nowhere near the amount of goals that they scored for Liverpool after they signed. So you shouldn't just judge Raphinha too harshly. He only played 26 games, so if he could play like twice as many games, he would probably have scored 10 to 15 goals easily. He also had 7 goals for Rennes in 30 games before that, and he also played for Sporting Lisbon in the Portuguese league as well. His breakthrough season came at Vitória Guimarães in the 2017-2018 season, where he scored 18 goals in 43 games. So he is capable of scoring a lot of goals, and Vitória Guimarães are not one of the top clubs in the Portuguese league. They are like top 6, top 7, top 8, but usually they finish in mid-table, and maybe sometimes they qualify for the Europa League, but they are not a top 4 club in Portugal. So to score 18 goals for them in 43 games is really, really impressive by Raphinha. And he also won the Portuguese Cup and the Portuguese League Cup in the 2018-19 season with Sporting. But I'm sure that he wants to go to a big club and play regularly and also win trophies regularly. And Raphinha could be, similarly to Diogo Jota, a player for the long-term future, because as I said, he wouldn't be under immediate pressure to perform at Liverpool right straight out of the gate, because both Jota and Raphinha are at the age where you expect them to start games, but you wouldn't expect them to start every game, and certainly Liverpool wouldn't expect from Raphinha to decide games like Salah or Mane or Firmino does. But in 1 or 2 years, Raphinha could become absolute world-class player under Jurgen Klopp. I'm pretty convinced that Raphinha would be able to be a become a world-class player, because Jurgen Klopp developed Salah, developed Mane, developed Firmino, and he's developing Diogo Jota as well into world-class attackers. And I think Raphinha has the potential to become that. And Leeds United signed Raphinha from Rennes for around 21 million euros, which is around 17, 18 million pounds. So they certainly could double their investment. They could sell him on for a 100% profit, because right now I think Raphinha's transfer value, realistic transfer value, is around 30 to 40 million. And last summer, Raphinha joined Leeds United on a 4-year deal. So that means he still has 3 years left on his contract. So it will take probably a decent transfer offer if we want to convince Raphinha to join Liverpool. And Fabrizio Romano gave a big update on what Liverpool are planning to do this summer. And Romano claims Liverpool are open to offers for both Shaqiri and Origi, and they are holding out for a bid of over 17 million pounds for Origi. He also insisted that Shaqiri has some proposals from Italy, which could be attributed to the rumors circulating around Lazio wanting Shaqiri. This is what Romano said. Liverpool are working to sell players, so the priority also to bring in a new attacking player is to sell an attacking player, and Shaqiri will be one of them because he has some proposals from Italy and elsewhere. So Shaqiri will be out of Liverpool in a few weeks if the right proposal will arrive. It's the same for Origi. Liverpool want more than 20 million euros, which is 17 million pounds for Origi. So we will see if someone will make this proposal. And honestly, like in many countries, the pandemic is still not over. And I just don't see anyone offering 70 million for Origi, because Origi has really declined in like last season. Every time he played, he didn't really contribute much. I don't see anybody taking a punt on Divock Origi for 17 million pounds, especially because in the pandemic many football clubs were hit hard financially. And Konate's former teammate actually claimed that Konate can play in midfield if he wants to, or if he is required to. And Brian Lasme, a former teammate and close friend of Konate, who of course arrived at Sochaux as a midfielder. I'm not sure if many of you guys are aware of that Konate arrived at Sochaux as a midfielder, and it was only at under 17 level, and thanks to the foresight of coach Eric Helly that Konate switched from midfielder to centre back. It wasn't an obvious move, to be honest, because as a midfielder he was good, he was technical, he was fast, he was strong, and he could play. He had the qualities you would want in a midfield player. So that's actually interesting. It's actually very interesting that Konate could play as a centre midfielder. So let me know What do you make of that? Do you want Konate to play in a centre midfield? I think we have more than enough centre midfielders at Liverpool. Probably we will sign even one more to replace Wijnaldum, but we have Thiago, we have Henderson, we have Fabinho to play in that centre defensive midfield spot, especially Henderson and Fabinho. So I don't think we need Konate there. But who knows, if we get a big injury crisis, then Konate could certainly play there. And what did you think of England's performance against Scotland? I thought it was really a toothless, lackluster performance, and I just cannot believe how bad Gareth Southgate is as a manager. How can you leave out England's best winger, Jadon Sancho, in 2 consecutive games? He didn't even get 1 minute to show his talents at the Euros. That's an absolute travesty. I don't understand why Raheem Sterling keeps playing ahead of him. Look at what Sancho did in the past 2 seasons at Borussia Dortmund. He scored loads of goals, got loads of assists. He's one of the most explosive, exciting wingers in the world right now. And Gareth Southgate is sitting him on the bench. It must be personal, because it can't objectively, you can't tell me that Raheem Sterling is a better winger than Jadon Sancho. Even Phil Foden is not a better winger than Jadon Sancho right now. And also Grealish not getting regular playing time, getting regular minutes, when England are crying out for his creativity. I just don't understand. I thought that Gareth Southgate will rotate the team, but the same front four started against Scotland, which started against Croatia. And I mean, with this much attacking talent, to have just 1 shot on target against Scotland is absolutely criminal. And I'm following England. Of course, I'm supporting Hungary, my home nation, but I'm following England very closely because of the Liverpool connection, because of the Liverpool players. But Jordan Henderson still is not fully fit, and Harry Maguire and Henderson were on the bench. But I just don't understand how Gareth Southgate can justify leaving out Jadon Sancho in both games. It's an absolute criminal, and it will be because of the shit tactics and because of the awful manager that England will not win the Euros, and they might go out in the round of 16. Because they might play France or Portugal or even Germany in the round of 16. And honestly, this France team will absolutely I'm almost certain that they will knock England out of the Euros. But Jose Mourinho also made an interesting point, saying that, for example, Belgium did very well on trusting players who were injured during the season a lot. Hazard was injured and not fit. Kevin De Bruyne had a problem in the Champions League final. Axel Witsel was injured for a long period of the season, but Martinez, the Belgian manager, knows how good they are. Gareth Southgate took Maguire and Henderson with injuries. These are players who are so good and so important. They are so fundamental that in a group of 26 players, it is not a problem to take players who are not in top form or fit, but they can do it, like Ferrati for Italy as well. You take them, you believe in them, and you take them to the Euros. What is the problem is that Gareth Southgate is not utilizing or using the England squad properly. I mean, how can you leave Grealish and Sancho out and play the clown Raheem Sterling? Yes, he scored England's only goal at the Euros, but look at how many goals he got in the past 3 months. He has like 1 goal for Man City in the past 3 months, and Jadon Sancho has bucket loads of goals for Dortmund in the past 2 seasons, and he doesn't even get a minute. If I was Jadon Sancho, I would be absolutely fuming at Gareth Southgate, and he will be the reason if England don't win the Euros. He will be the main reason, because tactically he just doesn't know how to get the best out of this England squad. This England squad is so much better than what they showed so far at the Euros. Look at Belgium, look at Italy, look at the attacking football, the flair that they play with. And England just looked lethargic, boring, lackluster, lack of creativity. Scotland defended very well, and actually I think overall Scotland were actually closer to the victory than England were, and that says a lot. I mean, Scotland are a country of 5 million people. England are a country of what, like 50 million, 55 million, something like that. So they should be beating Scotland pretty comfortably. But of course the games are not played on paper, and the manager Gareth Southgate, I mean, he's a Championship or League One level manager. At best, he wouldn't get a job even in the Premier League. So why is he the manager of England? I just don't understand that. And Mainz chairman Stefan Hoffmann has spoken out of his admiration for Jurgen Klopp and Thomas Tuchel. They are both managers who started their careers at Mainz. He said, "We benefit greatly from the fact that Jurgen Klopp and Thomas Tuchel took their first steps as trainers, as managers in Mainz, at Mainz Football Club. The way Klopp in particular was enthusiastic about the relegation battle was outstanding. You can always see the connection to our club with Jurgen Klopp. If he chooses to live in Mainz at some point after his coaching career, Christian Heidel and I will do everything we can to win him over to the club of Mainz in some capacity. And I mean, Jurgen Klopp is one of the best managers in the world, so of course they will try to bring them. They will try to bring him to Mainz. And there is also good news about Christian Eriksen, that he was discharged from hospital after a successful operation, and I wish Christian Eriksen all the best. It looks like he will be fitted with a defibrillator device on his heart, so any future complications, that device will save his life. So I really think that was the most crazy and emotional moment of the Euros, and I have now an even bigger soft spot for Denmark. I already followed them because some of my good friends live in Denmark who watched my videos, and I was in Denmark to visit one of them a few years ago. But good luck to Denmark, good luck to Christian Eriksen. I really hope that Denmark make it out of the group stage. They still have a chance if they win the last game of the group stage, so good luck to them, good luck to Christian Eriksen. And that wraps up today's first video, but I will try to bring out a second one if I get home in time after the Hungary-France game. I cannot wait to go to that game. Thanks for watching, guys, hope you enjoyed this. See you later, goodbye.